Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Tyranny, Obsidian's fantasy isometric RPG-ish type thing, where we appear to be basically part of the Legion. New Vegas is the Legion, except a Legion that won, and in a fantasy setting. Well, yeah, we've just kind of gone around murdering everyone, and we're working for an evil overlord who's basically already won. And all we've got to do is mop up the pathetic resistance. And yeah, we've cleared out our first little camp, but let's learn a little bit more about the world. Head out to the front gates, and I'm pretty sure we are heading down. We don't have to head over here. I think I saw there was something over here. Hello, did you guys have anything to say by any chance? Hello there, Horde. I can't wait to run a spit through those rebel dogs. Well, that's just lovely of you. Right, I'm pretty sure, yes, I saw something over here. You guys head over here for a minute, because we've got some more ruins. Over here, there's some ruins we couldn't access, because you need acrobatics to do that. We've got something else over here as well. What have we got back here? And again, it's a flipping athletics check. Sorry, not acrobatics, athletics. So I cannot do that. But if I come back here later with a whole bunch of, athletics, I'll be able to climb up these walls and get to stuff. Though, admittedly, that I need 39 subterfuge, which I do not have in order to open. So we wouldn't be able to open up that locked chest anyway. So never mind, as we apparently kind of can't pass a few skill checks dotted around here, and indeed, I failed a major skill check related to athletics, and as a result, I was unable to save the captain of the camp. Let's be on our way, shall we? Here we go, this little symbol here. Click on that, and be on our way to... Ooh, nice little map. Whatever that is, I'm guessing that's the city we ultimately need to take down. And it will take me 3 hours to complete the journey. Yes, go right ahead. Lovely. Down the road we go. My little lovely banner that I designed myself just kind of slides down the road, and we are here. So, we arrive straight away, and we've got a bunch of things going on here. What have we got? Verse, slow down a moment. I know we're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies. I need to ask you something first. Yes, what's going on, Verse? The voices of Nerat told me you've come as a mediator. Considering the source well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story, so let's have it out. What's so special about you? The voice of Nerat, by the way, was, kind of like a prophet or an oracle or something. They seem to be kind of like half a genius, half a mad person, and they seem to control the slaver horde. So yes, a little bit on the dangerous side, potentially. So, as a result, I'm here to deliver an edict from Kairos, or because I've got a high law skill, I can lie and say I'm telling the expense of the siege. I've got nothing to tell you why you're so suspicious. What else has the voices of Nerat told you? Or with nope, I can't subterfuge, unfortunately. Though, admittedly, my law skill is lying, so I don't know what my subterfuge is. Maybe that's like threatening her. I'm going to lie to her for now, because I don't know I can trust her with this extremely privileged, important information. Is that all? I can understand why Tunon would worry himself over resources. We have the riches of the Northern Empire back in this conquest, not to mention the plunder of the Tiers. If you say that's the case, I'll go along with it. She frowns to herself but doesn't press the matter. Fine. So I've gained law skill, but I haven't either gained or lost any reputation with her. So the war tent is just past the centre of the camp, and that conversation's gave me a little bit of loyalty with Verse. Lovely. And be careful around disfavoured types. Oh, come on. They tell me to be careful around you just as much. Stop being so prejudiced. Take what you can carry, but leave the cart, otherwise we siege you. Oh dear! Are some flipping bastards robbing a merchant? Excuse me, I need to mediate in this. Mediating and stuff is kind of my job. So, Sterling Hagnon, you are part of... What faction are you part of? Lethians. Oh, Lethians Crossing! Which I kind of handed over to the raping slave assaults. I didn't realise they were going to go on a mad pillage and rape spree, but then the game told me they did, so I felt bad about handing over his town to the slavers. So, Sterling Hagnon, I still don't know what I've done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavoured lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion the proper toll, but she's going on about trading rights. What nonsense is that? I'm not allowed to trade one thing for another. It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. So the Overlord is regulating all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeit. Or you're on disfavoured lands, these warriors have every right to kill you. You should be more thankful you're even listening to you speak. Oh, blimey, oh dear. Yeah, you know what, let's talk to him. Let's just inform him what's going on, which is there's now proper permits and whatever. Trade permit? How was I mean, to whom would I speak about such a thing? Not us, not our problem. Maybe march your butt to Bastard City and plead your case before Tunon, but we'll lighten your burden and relieve you of your wares first. That should make the long trek a bit more bearable. No. That's a bit unfair. Anything to be argued before Tunon may be argued before me. You had best start on a very strong argument as to why I should help you. Yeah, you know what? Anything that would go to Tunon I can deal with, because I'm adjudicating for Tunon here in these lands. And that has lost me favour with the disfavoured, which would presumably make me more disfavoured, which means they should oh, this is a confusing bit of naming protocol. If the Fatebinder wishes to weigh in on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. The soldier clears her throat, looking at you expectantly. This is a disfavoured matter, but I know the agents of the court do so love to throw their judgments around. Well, it's not my fault, it's my bloody job. As a Fatebinder, my job is to adjudicate on things. Well, you could rob me now and have my supplies today, the merchant grabs a flask from his cart, or you can leave me alive and have fermented honey all year long. I even know a few family recipes for painkillers and healing drafts. Certainly any army will need those. Okay, this strikes me as a useful sort of guy to have on side. And we can either just say that these are essential goods for the war effort and leave the supplier intact, i.e. just kind of let him go. If I had Lawbreaker or Subterfuge 30, I'd have some special speech options. With Law of 30, what a coincidence, your family recipe for wound paste smells just like the Scarlet Fury's own concoction. Where'd you steal this? Ah, so because I'm clever, I know actually it's not his at all. Or if the disfavoured have reason to question these items, I shall trust their judgment. And you know what? As we now know he's potentially stolen this item, we'll challenge him on that. I don't. The merchant tenses up, his face flushing red. I don't know what you're getting at. So with athletics of 30, I could do... I really need to get my athletics up. Apparently that's important. So I think this Tearsman needs a little roughing up. You are right. Kill this liar and share the proceeds with the Legion. Oh dear. Because we've now kind of backed him into a corner, we've now got no option. Well, unless we've got athletics, in which case we could just, skirt around him and grab some proof or something. Disfavoured, rough him up a bit, please. Sorry, I don't really want to do that, but apparently you have been stealing things. Slow down, I'll tell you everything, just don't hurt me. I found most everything out in the forest of the valley. I'd keep my head low when I heard sounds of combat, then take a look and grab whatever wasn't claimed by the first victors. Ah, he's just been scavenging off the battlefields and selling that on. Probably not illegal, well, probably actually illegal under the whole permit system. So you stole from the disfavoured dead. How else could you get your hands on that iron? The scout points to the merchant's cart. You would come here and sell us our own armaments. Indeed, this is not looking good for you, my merchant friend. If anything has an owner, I will return it. But this iron would have turned to rust if left in the mud of the battlefield. The disfavoured are few in number, is that not right? You need a man like me to gather up supplies that would otherwise go to waste. He makes a fair case, and indeed if he turns a little profit while doing that, then everyone's happy, really. Well, as he is robbing from the dead of the battlefield and then selling the weapons back, so really he is just scavenging, I'd say option 2 is fair enough. The disfavoured will tolerate your presence, but you will pay them handsomely for such charity. That seems like probably the best result, I'd say. Crescent Runner confirms we will. It sickens me to make exceptions for this vulture, but if you supply the disfavoured without profit, perhaps this indiscretion is for the best. It's not like our larders are overflowing. A work slave to scrounge provisions would be an asset. Let's not use the word slave. Okay, let's let him make a very small profit at least. Thank you for interceding on my behalf. I know my life will now depend on showing the disfavoured due gratitude for suffering my presence. If I must grovel a bit to earn my daily grain, so be it. Okay, well, that's been worked out without anyone being murdered. I'd say that's a pretty good result. Now I'm just going to quickly head around the edge of the camp, see if we've got anything else. We do have something else out here. Hello.
A modest grave for the Archon's son, Brennix. We don't bother with funeral rites in the chorus. No point in thanking conscripts for their duty.
Ah, the Archon's son, Brennix. Fine, a humble sword, battered sword used as a mark initial B deeply engraved into the iron. Well, that's nice to know. And that's all we've got up here around the edge of the camp. Fine, in which case, having found that, assuming there's nothing over... Nope, there's nothing over there. Let's head round to the front door. Let ourselves in. I'm assuming we won't have to, bribe the guards or anything. I'm coming here as a Fatebinder. That seems to be a respected adjudicator sort of thing. Hello there. Let us in, please. Go no further, you approach disfavoured ground, state your business, and I am John, Fatebinder of Tunon. I bring words from Kairos, words for your commander's ears. Yes, that's proper, formal, they surely won't turn me down now. So go on in, the Archons are expecting you, war tent centre of the camp. Fine. In we go. Lovely. And here we are, a great big camp. Some nice working going on, weapons all floating around. We've got, so you are Isotanis. Isotanis curses the air as a blade of thin iron breaks in half beneath his hammer. Oh, he's not a very good blacksmith then. Repairing weapons with scrap isn't exactly why I got into this craft, but our supplies are spent. So yes, an iron shortage. Can I help you out with that by any chance? I'm afraid so. The last shipment sent down the Matini went missing near Echo Call Crossing. I'm afraid we won't be seeing any more now the valley is sealed. So Forge-born iron is 2 non's responsibility. Why is this the first I've been hearing about it? And Graven Ash doesn't want to cause a panic or pass any information to the Vendrian guard. Best case scenario, the iron tumbled off a boat and is rusting on a riverbed. Worst case, it ends up in enemy hands. Okay, so if I'm in Echo Call, look for some iron that went missing. And by agreeing to that, that's gave me some favour with the disfavoured. Lovely. And he does indeed have some very good quality armour, but as far as I can tell, basically a copper ring is worth 1, bronze ring is worth 100 copper rings, and I think an iron ring is worth 100 bronze rings. I think. Anyway, I haven't actually seen a flipping iron ring yet, but I have noticed that, yeah, one of these appears to correspond to 100 of these. So I assume the iron to bronze would be the same. Though in that case, I would assume that would be silver, not iron. But never mind. We can't afford anything anyway. It's all a bit too expensive. But apparently I missed something, which is down here in the party stash. We've got a whole bunch of stuff I've been picking up that I haven't been able to assign. Surely I am allowed to assign this, right? Can I just have this? Hello, can I just have this up here with me? Yes, okay. So down here, there was... Oh, okay. It was all like this, fine. So there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't actually have yet that would actually be quite useful. So move a bunch of potions over to my quick items, fine. And those scrolls I've been picking up, I can learn these here runes. Perfect. So now I'm learning new stuff. Yep, learn and learn. Okay, so stuff I picked up last time I'm only just using now. This is good. And I've also right now got my little face wrap thing. That just gives me 2% deflection and a tiny bit of accuracy. This, however, would give me much more deflection and loads more accuracy. Yeah, that's just basically better in every way, isn't it? Right, so that goes on there. Lovely. Oh, but I don't like that, so we're going to hide that helmet. But, you know, we are wearing it. We can just hide it so we can still see our face. And tell you what, Verse, you can have my cast-off helmet. Why don't you? There we go. That's nice. That hides... Actually, you know what? That's a shame. That hides your hair. I like your hair. You can keep your hair. That's okay. We can, however, sell some of this leftover stuff to this guy. And using those scrolls we found, we can potentially improve our spell. So right now, our biggest, most powerful fire spell, which does 9 to 17 fire damage and some magical effects for burn damage too. We could add an accent onto that. And that would increase the... that increases the range. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, and because I've got Law 25, I could make that right now. Alternatively, I could change the expression on it. And that would make it a fireball instead. Okay. So we update Searing Palm, so its range increases from 2 to 4 meters. Lovely. We can probably do the same to our Charge Fist ability. Yes, indeed, that also goes up to 4 meters. Perfect. And using our new expression, which is an expression of distant impact, which requires a bunch more law, as a result, hang on, yeah, put that. So electricity, distant impact, and also the further range. We can get an ability that's up to, 10 meters. That's so I can actually shoot electric bolts, which are pretty powerful, even further than I can actually flipping shoot my bow. Yes, that will do. And that will be my new ability. Lovely. Electric Jolt. And I may as well have a fireball as well. Lovely. So we'll just assign that to my 4th and final slot. Because then, like, you may as well kind of fill up your slots. Because then at the bare minimum, you've got, like, enough spells that aren't on cooldown at any given moment. So, new magical abilities. Let's go and have a chat with the 2 people in the war tent in the centre of town. Assuming there's nothing else major here. And it does not look like there is. Well, there might be a little bit. But you know what? Let's head inside the tent. Yes, into the tent we go.
There's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
So we've got Graven Ash here, the ruler of the disfavoured, and presumably one of his kind of high-ranking subjects here. And he's having a chat to, yes, the mad genius of the Voices of Nerit.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
Ooh, I like his voice. He seems to be sort of ghostly and smoking and stuff. He's cool.
Hey, watch yourself. When these 2 get going, you don't want to get between them.
And I'm here to proclaim Kairos' edict the valley was sealed in preparation for this moment. Yes, let's treat this all formally and properly. My Lord Archons, the governor of Lethian's Crossing, has finally arrived. I beg you to cease arguing for a moment. Now, if I was a diplomat, I'd have some diplomatic thing to say here, but I am not. Instead, I will bow down to them. Apologies for the sudden entrance. I've travelled long to be here.
Ah, the fire starter has arrived. Welcome, welcome. Our agents tell us such lovely stories of what you did at the Vellum Citadel. Have you come bearing another fragment of Kairos' wrath in tow?
I have actually, but this one's kind of aimed at you for not doing your jobs well enough.
We were worried you'd never make it. So glad that Drastus' demise didn't cause further delay.
So how did you know about Drastus? I come bearing an edict of Kairos, and are you done bickering? You know, let's not challenge this guy. He's, well, technically I don't outrank him, but I am working on behalf of someone who does, so... You know what? Let's just get to the point. I've got the Edict of Kairos for you.
Once again, you bring us support in a time of need. We fondly remember your service to the Chorus in the taking of the Bastard City. We knew back then you were destined for great things. But we had not anticipated you would be twice honored with the task of proclamation. So... do not keep us waiting. What is the Overlord's will?
So because of what I did in the prologue, yes indeed the Scarlet Chorus are fundamentally well disposed towards me. The Overlord's loyal servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all in the valley shall perish. And the only way to avoid that is by taking Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords. Lovely. So we're on a time limit potentially. I'm not sure whether it's a real time limit or not, but we're supposed to be on a time limit at least. And indeed, let's keep this formal and proper. The Overlord's loyal servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all in the valley shall perish. The earth sways with each word you utter, the air thickening with warmth as you pronounce the tersely phrased commandment. It's every syllable drafted by the hand of Kairos. With the edict proclaimed, your pulse quickens and the muscles in your legs, worn from the long trip down the mountains, feel renewed. The tired limbs now nearly buoyant with vigour.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive.
Yep, that's correct, Graven.
We'll need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still. And we move to back up Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time. So we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
Look, bicker all you wish, you're just wasting valuable time.
The Fatebinder is right. We're acting not as leaders, but as children. I've no time for your foolish japes and petty taunts. We should focus on the objective at hand, and that is taking the Mittani River, and then advancing to Ascension Hall and ending this edict.
So we can get straight on with it. Our lives hang in the balance because you two bicker like children. Go and solve this problem. No more sitting idle. I expect the disfavour to be on the march at once. Or Voices of Nerat, I trust you're done acting the clown and will have your horde ready. So, I can potentially annoy one but side with the other, or we can just say, let's get on with it. You know what, let's not pick sides yet. Though admittedly, I do quite like the Voices of Nerat. He's got a good voice actor, he's cool.
Our soldiers clamour for battle, and at last we shall have it. Verse, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunon's chosen is our honoured guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
Oh, very kind of you, Voices of Nerat.
I won't let you down, boss. She'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as she doesn't do anything too stupid.
The fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kairos' judgment, but I will never understand why the Voices of Nerat is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us.
Okay, sure, they're all about the subterfuge and whatever, but generally it has been on your side and to your favour.
You've shown your worth in war, and your name has been known to the Legion since the very beginning of this long conquest. So I'd ask that you join us this one last time to help us wrap up this last objective. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
And the Iron Marshal is short a few scouts, short a few soldiers, and short a few everything. I'm sure my brethren will be grateful for assistance of a skilled outsider. And what about the Scarlet Chorus? What are they going to be doing?
I ask myself that question often. While we take the river crossing, the Scarlet Chorus should be using their sizable presence to remove the Oathbreaker patrols lurking in the Outer Valley.
And the Oathbreakers have maintained a sizable force outside the Citadel. We need the Chorus's manpower to scour the region, otherwise the Oathbreakers will attack at our heels once we cross the Mittani. Fine, I'll be honoured to help, sure. So head over to the training grounds when I'm ready to join them, that's fine. And alternatively, I could go and help out the Chorus instead. They won't secure the Outer Valley on their own. Fifth Eye will be somewhere in that rat's nest they call a camp due east. Seek him out if you must. Okay, so I can choose which group to go and help out. And the map kind of points out vaguely important stuff going on here. So we've got a couple of people up here. Hello, what's your guys' deal? Hello, Lucia. And I could ask these two for some training. How does that work then? So of course, Fatebinder, Marcus pounds his fist on his armor in salute. Ah, so he can give me some basic training in some kind of crappy weapons, which starts off very cheap, but kind of, you know, starts getting a little bit more expensive relatively quickly. Okay, fair enough. So you can swap money for skills if you want to get your skills up in a particular area. Got it. And we've got someone else up here. Ah, Sevius, we've heard you being mentioned. Hello, what's your deal? And Fatebinder John, am I right? I'm Sevius, Commander and 3rd generation disfavoured. Specifically, I'm Sevius the Younger. Some folks can't keep track. And I overheard you asking that Earthshaker where the reinforcements have gone. Is there a problem here and can I go and help you with it? I'm afraid so. Radix, the head of the Earthshakers, was supposed to arrive with a group of the most competent spellslingers to help break the stalemate. I don't know what's holding up their arrival, and that worries me. If you are at all inclined to lend a hand, we could use some arcane support on our side. Sure, I am in fact a guild apprentice. Have you checked any caches of confiscated lore by any chance? And that has gained me some favour with the disfavoured. Lovely. Only our work was that easy. At the Archon of War's behest, we made a bonfire of any illicit tomes or scrolls we might confiscate, at least those that don't slip through our fingers from time to time. The likelihood of finding our missing mages nestled in the stacks of parchment is slim. Fine, I'm willing to help find these guys for you. Where can you give me a starting point to look for them? I'll mark the last known site of our Earthshaker reinforcements on your map. Good hunting, Fatebinder. Marvellous. Ah, and intriguingly, if I ask Sevius about himself, he actually refuses to tell me. I don't have a high enough reputation, but if I got my reputation with either him, or indeed the disfavoured up in general, he'd be more willing to tell me about himself. Lovely. So, like, unlike New Vegas, where you kind of walk up to anyone and they'll just spill their life story to you, no, in this case you actually need a certain base level of reputation to even ask them basic questions. That's nice. So, Earthshaker reinforcement, new little quest here, which is apparently related to the Northern Clearing. Got it. Ah, and I think I just saw there how time works. So, we've got 8 days to go until Kairos' Day of Swords. So, if we haven't actually got to the first big quest objective by then we're kind of, yeah, screwed. Die. Game over. When the game says, like, a certain number of hours to move around, that's what it means. So, time is frozen right now, I'm guessing. But, yeah, if I actually move on, moving around the map uses up time. So, oh dear. Right, I see. Oh, blimey hell. And the Northern Clearing is all the bloody way over there. So if I wanted to go there, that's 10 hours to head over to the Northern Clearing. You know what? He asked me to go and help out. I'll go and do it, sure, why not? And our lovely little banner zooms around and night indeed falls. Oh dear. So we've gone to the Northern Clearing, look around for sign of the Earthshakers. I suspect I may have just found them a little bit, yes. That'll be them up there, or at least someone's up here. And then, ooh, come out you cowards. Hello, who are you guys? Earthshaker hood and an Earthshaker staff. Nice, so a new staff for me. Right, you, get in your defensive position, please. Yep, there we are, because I need you to be in a defensive position and then draw these guys' attention down here. And then I'm just going to stand up top here and basically blast them as they come up to you. So this is going to work beautifully well, I'm sure of it. Come over here, you. Guys, come over here. There we go. Now we just stop here And now I've got my new Fireball ability. Nice. It's the Fate Binder, yeah, but she's up on top of a cliff, so she's fine. And you, meanwhile, can just go and take him on. Nice. And then, oh dear. Right. So it turns out, okay, I need to be a little bit more careful here. Right, go over here. Fireball. Fireball. Ooh, yes, now, different ability. Forward a bit further. And then, oh, flip. So as it turns out, my plan was terrible. So Verse is down. I'm not sure when she's getting up again, if at all. I've lost half my health. And these guys are... yeah, those guys are stunned, which is fine. And they've lost, like, a fair bit of their health. It's nice that you can't see the full health, by the way. You've just got, like, a pretty good idea of how much health they've got. Let's just use a nice fire ability here, right? Nice fire ability. Nice fire ability. And then I'm going to immediately get killed. Yep, this isn't good. This is maybe... okay, maybe we should just leave. Maybe this was a mistake. Get up, please. There we are. You must gather your party. Oh, dear. Can I hit that guy? Possibly. Oh, I can. Nice. Okay. I can just about hit that guy. This is good. So, I've hit that guy. Then just see if we can in a moment. There we go. We can totally hit this guy. That's fine. Hit him with a fireball. No, you. Wait over here. Wait here, alright? Okay, now go for him. Go for him. Go for him. Yep, fine. Now I need you to move over here. Lovely. And then in a moment. Yeah, okay. Now you should be able to hopefully use your... just go forward a little bit further. There we go. Oh, this is flip. Right, okay. Now just use your nice healing abilities. Yep, healing abilities for you. Healing abilities for you as well. Hobble them while your fireballs come back, please. There we go. That's a fair bit of damage. Now just go over to you. Yep, now electric hands abilities. I've been wounded. So's what's-her-face. Electric hands. And a massive knockback too. And now it is time for... ooh, we could do our bonus. Yeah, we could do our bonus thing. You are... actually, you're almost dead anyway, so don't worry about that. Maybe just do a standard thrust against you. And... oh dear. I think she just went down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, she's down. That doesn't work for me. Oh, now I'm a bit screwed. Right, okay. Just run over here for a second, away from the archers. Right. Now we're going to use... okay, use the hobble on him. Hobble on him. He's on fire, so he's panicking. Nice. Okay, one of them's dead. One of them is dead at least. The archers down there seem to have got a bit confused, which is nice. You are just a basic lad over there. Now, fireball for you. Sure, why not? Hello, fireball. And then start running straight afterwards. Nice. Right, now fire spell for him. Let's get the fire damage on him, because that will slow him down. Nice. And that is mage fire. And then, no, don't get yourself be hit. I'm wounded again. Right, drink some potion. Nice. Then electric thing for you, and that should finish you off. No. Oh, didn't need to. The mage fire killed you anyway. Right. Now at this point, we've disengaged because those guys aren't actually... yeah, those guys have lost track of me. Right, round the outside. Let them get around there. Let's see if I can wake up What's-Her-Face. Can you wake up by any chance? Oh, good. You woke up by yourself because the fight technically ended. Good. This is magnificently good news. Right, keep drinking the potions. Over here, over here, over here, over here. And there we go. Right, now we're technically in combat. So, you, Verse, just head over here. And you've got yourself... yeah, you know what? Do one burning iron on you. Sure, why not? And John, you do one burning thing on you. So you'll both run over and do those abilities. Lovely. And now burning spells. Nice. She's just going to attack him with basic weaponry. I can throw a fireball on top to help out. Let's just finish that one guy off first while you're distracted by the mage fire. Nice. That'll be you almost dead. Javelin's totally coming at John. But John's okay for now. And then you are... ooh. You need to heal up now. Just alive. Good. No, you... back off. John, head in there and sort things out if you be so kind. But I need you to run away. No, run away. Thank you. And go on, finish this guy off with the special double ability. Everyone on the special double ability. And kick him to the ground. And then just stab him a bit. Lovely. The once a battle ability is done. Okay, this is just on normal difficulty, by the way. But, yeah, this is quite flipping tough. You really need to be careful and fast around the battlefield here. Ah, a fate binder, how fortuitous. The Earthshaker pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. And whether intended or not, we're indebted to the help. Get back to the bloody camp, okay? And tragically, it's going to take us another 10 hours to get back to the disfavoured camp, having done that little sub-quest. So that there was, yes, potentially a bit of a waste of time, but never mind. We've got some powerful mages back on side. That feels like that's got to be useful. I like the passing of time, by the way. How, yeah, and you've actually got a real proper ticking clock, but it only ticks down when you're on the move. That's a nice system. So, I've got your Earthshakers back. I'm hoping this is worth a good reward from you. Fatebinder, I thank you for your part you played. You didn't have to risk yourself, but you did so all the same. Very good. And that has indeed got me up to 10 bronze rings and 92. So effectively 1,092, whatever the local currency is. I've also got some new equipment I could potentially install. So I've just got that emerald pin, which is regenerating, presumably. Ooh, plus 1% health every 6 seconds. That is good. So I've got some health regeneration off that. And I've also got this other thing I picked up earlier, quick finger bangles. So that is haste, plus 1 quickness. So plus 1 quickness or plus 2 resolve. I'll keep my Fatebinders sealed. That seems like a good thing for a Fatebinder to have. And we should probably also get rid of our wounds at this point. Let's have a quick bit of camping here. Yes, camping supplies. Camping will remove all wounds. Lovely. I want to camp here. Thank you. That will presumably also use up some time, will it? Yes, indeed. Some time is definitely passed there. But I've got rid of my wounds, and that means my health can now top up to maximum again. Very, very nice indeed. Right, with that all done, let's speak to the Marshal and get on towards Echo Call, I'd say. Hello there, Marshal. I have brigades amassing along Placid, Echo Call and Little Tooth crossings. The Vendering Guard may be able to hold one bridge. They cannot hold against a concerted three-pronged attack. I have no right to give you orders, but we all die to Curris's edict should we fail, so I'm not about to let my pride blind me to the value of your good help. Marvellous.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
Oh, go on then, Barrett. Do you want to be my new team member or something? And that has unlocked Echo Call Crossing on the world map. Very good. So Barrack has apparently just become my companion. Does that mean I need to choose between him and Verse, potentially? So we've got, yes, indeed, I now have 3 members in my team. Good. And he kind of works for me, because he's presumably big and tough and meaty and whatever. Yeah, big and tough and meaty. Oh, yeah. Lots of dodge, lots of parry, lots of endurance defense, lots of defense in general. I want him to tank on the front lines so I can stay at the back and just murder everyone. That will be just the thing indeed. Right, let's head over to Echo Call to see what we can figure out about that missing iron as well. We've got to head over there for that too. Also, what are your abilities, my good man? Not much. You've got striking iron, basically just a standard attack, but bonus damage if engaged by target's enemy. Okay, so if you're going one-on-one on someone that's more powerful, that's pretty useful. And Iron Tolling. John and Barrack do something together. They both bang their shields and armor, harassing an enemy. The target is compelled to attack Barrack for a short period of time, while the Fatebinder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard. Ah, nice. So, basically I can use Iron Tolling to force the enemy to pay attention to Barrack, which is exactly where I want their attention to be. This is very good. So yes, indeed, Echo Call Crossing. Let's head straight there. And it's going to be late afternoon by the time we arrived. And, oh dear, my path is blocked by some Vendering Guards. Right, let's deal with them nice and quick. Hello there, guys. What's your deal?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
So a woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. You are interestingly a named character. And Ebb. She's Ebb. Okay, who are you exactly?
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
Okay. Who are you? And I'll abide by that truce, sure.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope.
She's coming across as a reasonable sort.
A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Oh no, he's definitely dead. Well, I thought he was dead. Wait, was he dead? No! No, I didn't. Luckily, I can hover and it tells me. That's good. He was the one who was, conscripted into the chorus. The disfavoured wanted to kill him, but I didn't allow it. I said he would be signed into the chorus anyway, though admittedly, the chorus might have killed him by now. I genuinely don't know. Indeed, he is with the chorus now. I'll be honest with her.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
So are we going to fight each other now?
If I may make one more inquiry. What of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, he was the guy who, took Drastus hostage. So he was killed immediately. Sadly, if I'd had enough athletics, I might have been able to just disarm him and resolve the situation peacefully. Sorry, he is also dead. I am very sorry about that, though. I didn't really want him to die. He was just kind of leapt upon by disfavored when I wasn't looking.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start.
So if I'd made some different decisions potentially, if I'd managed to find a way to keep him alive and the other one potentially out of the Legion, then I might have just made a good start towards some reconciliation potentially, and maybe turning the tables and considering changing forces. Who knows? But seems for the moment like this isn't going to go anywhere good.
I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
And bow deeply, I am sorry about that.
Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out. In accordance with our ancient customs north and south, let us part with peaceful accord.
Okay, and she doesn't even want to fight us. Perfect. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else left here, in which case let's crack on over to Echo Call. And oh dear, we appear to have arrived a little bit late here. Something's gone a spot wrong. Maintain defensive positions. A disfavored commander clutches his blood-stained chest as he takes a deep breath. He is yet to notice you. We tried to rush the western bridge. Blow for blow, we had them running, but halfway across, the whole damn river just lurched up. The cursed Mitanni swallowed the bridge and most everyone on it. The only real soldiers we have left are the Scarlet Furies that I quite wisely directed into a flanking position. So the river just rose up and ate a lot of soldiers. Okay, is there some form of water mage floating around here or something? Yes, indeed, a member of the School of Tides is alive and working with the Vendrian Guard. I assure you she's the culprit. So Bitterquip is going to send his elite Furies over the bridge, but they need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebind, I need you to run up the eastern bridge. Don't get yourself killed, just draw their attention. I'll signal my Furies to send a rope across while you have them occupied. There's no time to waste. Let's hope your gang delivers. Marvellous. So the east bridge, the enemy may strike at any moment. And we've also got to find evidence of, missing ironwork. Can we get up there, by the way? Yes, we can get up there. So that's the bridge, presumably, that just collapsed. That's the central bridge, right? Also, can we loot the corpses? There's no corpses to loot. That's a shame. Right, so we've got to kill a few enemies straight away just to get past. And trap detected. Ah, okay. John, this is your speciality. You're good at this sort of thing. Go and take care of that trap, please. There we are. Trap has been taken care of, and presumably, can you also... you go ahead first. If you actually get their attention, it doesn't really matter. And then, trap has been triggered. So apparently you're not very good at dealing with the trap situation then. Get into position. You just get over there and help support, alright? John, fire a nice firebolt in there. Lovely. Everyone focus on that. John, throw a nice fireball in on top over to you. Ooh, is that going to hit both of them? That'll do. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, hang on. You've been... good. You're prone, but you're not down. And we'll just all focus on him for a second. He's almost dead. You are doing fine for the moment. Lovely. He's dead. John, great big... Actually, just go over here and hit this guy with some burn damage, please. Burn damage. While you just use your stand stabilities. And that person's panicking, which means we'll just kill them with stand stabilities. Yep, long before anything else goes wrong. Marvellous. Okay, I wasn't able to fight those guys. They just ran away and put up the drawbridge. Dear oh dear. So, Mitanni Sybil, you must be the Tide person. And indeed, with Law of 32, I've got a diplomatic option here. Your heraldry, House Mitanni. Apologies that your river must be dirtied with this conflict. Let's get her on side if we can. Maybe we can just talk her round. And we've gained favour with the Vendrian Guard, 19 law skill experience. She lifts an eyebrow. I'm honoured and will trust that all grievances wash down the stream. May the river guide you through the valley. Your friends seem to have misplaced most of their squad. Guess they're somewhere in my river. My family's been protecting this river for 6 generations. It's easy to lose track of all the looters and vagrants we've had to feed to the eels. Dear oh dear. And as amusing as I find this soon-to-be corpse, it would appear our distraction has paid off. He nods to the west, and I imagine the Scarlet Furies are already over the river down there. Marvellous. I wouldn't keep standing there, Fatebinder. The river's currents are quite unpredictable. Maybe we should, yeah, get off the bridge quickly, please. Lovely. And now, indeed, we have the opportunity to cross this here bridge. Lovely. Are the Scarlet Lot already across? I hope they are. Yes, indeed, with 14 athletics, I can do so. So apparently I am actually able to get over there. Apparently I do have 14 athletics at least. And now just to fight our way across. Marvellous. So we've now got some Scarlet Furies to help out if we can keep them alive. John, you move back for a second, please. One touch of fire for that guy there. That will be useful. Nice. That will get you down very quickly. Now, just toss one nice shock over there. And that will stun you for a moment. Good. Now, how's the Fury doing, by the way? Badly injured. Apparently, you're not doing so well. John, head over there and stun the person that... Oh, blimey. Okay. That is a shame. Apparently, you've got some kind of special ability. Right. And stunning ability if we're lucky. And I think the Scarlet Fury might be dead or close to dead. Ooh. Oh, dear. Right. My team's fine, but I think the Scarlet Fury might be down, unfortunately. And John just stays at the back and just keeps on throwing in that fire magic. Lovely. Now, join forces on this big lad here. If we can take him down, that will be magnificent. Knock him to the ground and then stab him. Lovely. Bleeding and wounded. John has been temporarily stunned by one of their mages by the looks of it. How are you doing, by the way? You should back off for a moment if you'd be so kind. Lovely. Ooh, you're coming after him. Fine. John, if you can... just focus on that guy for a second, and you also focus on him. Thank you. And charging up your abilities, and fireball, and ooh, ouch. You are, okay, one of you is dead at least. Right, no, you, back off, please. Everyone else, focus here. John, use your, just use a big lightning ball thing, which appears to be quite powerful. Nice, that'll do the job. Everyone just focus on you, please. Nice, and she gets knocked unconscious, but she'll be back on her feet in a second. And before we go any further, I believe we've got some actual skill points to spend, in fact. Yes, multiple. Increases one-handed and two-handed melee damage, gain the chance to attack enemies as they engage you, and Barrett becomes an intimidating force. Enemies near Barrett have their resolve reduced. Let's just increase his base damage. Lovely. Or we could do Clash of Iron, mocking invitation, challenging enemies to attack Barrett. Ah, yes, perfect. That's the one I want. Let's get him down the Sentinel route so enemies are focused on him. Lovely. John, meanwhile, has flipping 6 trees she could invest in. Leadership, defense, power, agility, range, and magic. Let's go down the range route, I'd say. Ooh, Poison Dart. That sounds fun. Yeah, Poison Dart. Lovely. Retreat, there's too many. They've crossed the river. Pull back. Marvellous. She looks like she's actually ready to run away. Marvellous. So they rush forward to adopt a closed formation, covering her as she retreats towards a nearby settlement. No. I would just like to talk if you'd be willing to, at least. The request goes unheeded and the soldiers advance. So she might be going away, but... she might be going away, but it feels like the others want to fight at least. So, you, obviously we just want to focus you straight away on you. That's okay. So his ability will just go for him. You, we should pull back for a moment because you're a little bit on the dangerous side. Let's actually move you over to your bow. I'm going to move you over to your bow and then we're going to move you back over here. Ouch! Nasty. And attack with your bow to that guy over there. And meanwhile, John, you can just start throwing in some lovely fireballs to stun him if you'd be so kind. So now everyone's going to use their bows and other forms of throwing abilities. Nice. And then... oh! Right, so they decided to straight up focus her down. She's really bloody flimsy. I need to get her some better armor, potentially. Go after this guy and just start casting some abilities in. Lovely. I'm hoping they're going to go for him. Oh, he doesn't have any potions whatsoever, mind. Though actually, yeah, let's just make sure attention's on him. Use that ability to make sure the attention is on him. Marvellous. John, start throwing some fireballs over there and whatever. There we go. Oh, they're focusing on me. Right, John, back off, please. Back off, back off, back off. Make sure they do not go for me. One fireball over to this person, please. And the archers are totally still trying to go for me, but I've got plenty of health for now. Right, how are you? You're badly injured. You're really badly injured. You're okay for now, and you're very quickly going to take him down. John, go over there and finish this person off, please. Ouch. Right, one magical ability for you. Zap. Lovely. He's slowly losing health, but he's got a ton of health, so he's okay for now. Yeah, just go for a basic attack, please. Lightning strike for him. Nice. Just one more. Oh, dear. John is almost in trouble, and very in trouble, in fact. Yeah, just go for a double heal. Nice. Throw a fireball over there if you'd be so kind. Oh, no, the fireball's not ready to go yet. Ideally avoid. He is rooted and down on the ground. Oh, dear. This is not good at all. Right, so we haven't actually managed to finish off any of them yet. And hopefully we will be able to bloody soon. Just finish off these guys, please. Come on. Finish them off. Finish them off. Finish them off. And... no. Did not work. We didn't even take out a single one of them. Let's try that again. Okay. Going a bit better this time. I've managed to take out 2 of them. As well as being, yeah, far enough away that now I think there's actually nothing left but the archers. If there's nothing left but the archers, I'm feeling good about this whole situation.
Fatefinder, you look like you need to talk.
To be honest, we're kind of busy here right now, Barak. Like, we are basically fighting some archers to survive. Right, Barak, prepare your ability to hit both of these guys, okay? I want your target me and only me ability over here. Oh, they're not quite close enough. That's a shame. That's fine. They do just go straight for bloody her, by the way. They never go for him. Right, go finish off just one of them. Finish off any one of them right now. We'll focus our indirect fire on him. Lovely. Just get him down nice and quick. Get some fire damage on him, actually. Yep, John, get a bit closer for the fire damage. And lovely. Just keep on attacking him. And now just keep on... yep, wounded. Lovely. They cannot do the damage to him. He's got tons of defense. He'll be dead in a moment. Okay, number 1 goes down. Lovely. Round here, straight behind this archer. And now, John, focus your fireball over there. You focus your... you do not have many abilities, do you? You've got skewer. You know what? Just do basic bow attacks. And 1 fireball, 1 bow attack. Gonna be dead in a moment. You are so screwed. Down you go. Phew. Right. Hit the thing. And with that done, that is my job complete. The bridge is down. That means the rest of the disfavor can get across. Lovely. And as we push on into the village, ladies and gentlemen, I think you get the point. So this is Tyranny. Pretty classic isometric RPG thing. Oh, it's lovely. There's so much lovely stuff here. I mean, like... it's got some real head-crushing depth to it, which I always love, but it does also mean, hello, and it's just a person cowering down here. That's nice. Yes, you're just a basic settler. We can chat to these people if we want. That's nice. So yes, there's some good head-crushing depth, and I feel like, you know, I've probably made some terrible decisions. I'm not doing the tactics right, etc. This is probably a game you need to, like, play through once and put a fair few hours into just to understand the basics of how it all works together. I mean, you know, I can see the basics of it insofar as, you know, like, Barak goes up front, he's got a ridiculous amount of physical resistance, so we can just, like, tank physical shots. Then you've got, like, archers and magic users behind supporting, and you've got to keep them healed. I haven't really found a good healer yet, which is kind of a shame. That's kind of why I think people go down pretty quickly, though probably it's more about potions than healers at this particular point in the game. But yes, this is Tyranny. This is really rather lovely. I enjoy this. Like, if I ever go back to this, I'll put a lot of thought and practice into it first, because it most definitely is a game that rewards from understanding how it all fits together. But yes, if you've ever had a hankering for isometric RPGs, something that Obsidian put together, oh, Obsidian and Paradox, what a combination. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yes, this is Tyranny. Link in the description below. I believe this came out yesterday. It is just gorgeous. Admittedly, if this is your sort of thing, you probably saw the first part yesterday and just went straight out and found the page by yourself. So as I've enjoyed this, I may well have a look at Pillars of Eternity at some point too, see how I feel like that stacks up against this. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. This has been many a TrueNet, and this has just been a quick look at the opening of the really rather excellent Tyranny. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Has he got nipple tassels on? There is nothing less intimidating than a fat bloke with nipple tassels. I wouldn't kill him. We're standing on top of a pool of oil and he's holding a torch. I'm fighting the same guy 3 times at the moment. It is actually the same bloke. It's cocking Scotland, not the waste beyond the wall. This isn't Game of Thrones, it's just Britain.